Hello, world. Welcome to Shake Talk with Barbie Lee. This is the best breakfast ever. This is where we shake up your wake up. It's a beautiful day. Actually, I saw sunrise this morning. I love sunrises. The last few days, we've been hidden behind a cloud cover here in Edmonton, but this morning I got a sunrise. So I was like, kind of do this one of these kind of moments. So our topic today is if you fail to plan, good morning. If you fail to plan to fail. Do you believe that to be true? This is where I insert the Jeopardy theme. Do, 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 do. No, I'm not gonna do the whole thing. So if you fail to plan to fail. Is that true? I used to say that to my students all the time. I actually had it on across the board, right? We had agendas so the kids could have their planners, right? We as teachers had our planners. So what does that really mean? If you fail to plan to fail. So let's talk about it. What do you personally, you who's listening, what do you plan? So really think about it, right? I'm sorry, perfect shake this morning. Like sometimes it's just like the banana's just right. I put exactly the amount of ice and water, and then I blend it just the perfectness. So this morning it's very perfect. So think about, what do you actually plan? Not what others tell you that you have to make happen. So for example, you're like, well, I plan to get up in the morning. Well, yes and no. You have to be to work typically at a certain time. So you're like, okay, well, I have to set my alarm clock, and I got to do this and this and this in the morning, and then I got to drive to work and with traffic and all that. So you plan that little piece, but you only planned that piece because you like the result of maybe not going to work, but getting paid for the work that you do. So is that something you really planned, or did you figure out how to make somebody else's plan work? Did you figure out how to make somebody else's plan work? So imagine this. So I'm self-employed, right? So nobody tells me what time to be in my office. Nobody tells me what time I have to have breakfast or leave the house or anything like that, right? I have to plan my days. I plan my phone calls, my coaching, my reporting, everything that I do, I plan. Nobody tells me. Now, there's certain things like maybe we'll have a training call, maybe we'll have a training video or something, right? So I'm like, okay, so that goes on my calendar, and then I plan around it. But if I just sat here and waited for someone to tell me something, and then I made plans with regard to that, what kind of business would I be running? So think about it. I gotta put my sweater on. It's chilly this morning. So think about it. I'm sitting on my coat. Hold on, give me a second. There we go. So imagine this. You just show up at work and you do whatever. Are you gonna get paid? Well, I don't know. What's your company's plan for you, right? So let's say, my daughter's a gymnastics coach, right? The company's plan for Taylor Ray is to teach kids gymnastics. They have a curriculum they have to go get through in their 8 or 10 week program, whatever it is. And she has to make lesson plans for each class to reflect what the curriculum is. So is she planning, or did they tell her what to plan? She didn't have to think about it. She has to think about, making sure they're in order and stuff like that. But really, she did not have to decide what that class was, like the outcome of that class, because the outcome was already decided for her. She just had to fill in the blanks. Okay? So think about, really think about this. Because I know while you're watching this, you're going to go, oh no, I have to plan my projects. And you're going to get all uptight. But really think about it. Really think about it. If someone gives you a project, is that your plan or theirs? When you are an employee, you work for a company. You do the work they assign to you. Ha, you're right, Jessica, right? Jessica, oh, I love you. I don't think I plan much at all. Truly, honest to God, if you really think about your entire week, right? Your month, your year, your life, think about how much you do not plan. So then you're like, well, my life sucks. I don't get all this kind of, not you, Jessica, but just, in general, people say, well, what are you doing to create the life you want? What are you planning to do, to be, to have, so you can live this juicy, delicious life, right? So think about it this way. So you're like, well, I go to work, I work out, I have to go grocery shopping. I'm just kind of thinking of somebody that doesn't have big responsibilities like kids and, aging parents or something like that, right? So just like a single individual that says, I go to work, I work out, I got to get groceries, I like to maybe go dancing, or, I like to go to a movie once in a while, right? So you kind of look at that, and then you fit those little things within your life, and the rest of the time is whatever, right? Like, and then at the end of the week, you're like, oh God, I don't get paid enough, and I want to do, and then there's all these things, right? So then what you look at is you're failing to plan. Nah, Jessica, I don't plan a crazy amount. So when you're failing to plan for you to have more money, or you're failing to plan for you to have a more juicy, delicious life, right? Jessica says, what I'm hearing is, if it's my choice, it's not a have to do, that I'm actually planning, like doing a will. Yeah. So, good example. So it's like this. When you go to work, you have a project, you have something to do, right? Boss tells you fill in the details, right? But it's not really a plan. A plan would be, for 1 hour every day after work, you would learn something new. Maybe it's network marketing. Maybe it's I have Tony Robbins' book, Money, and there's all these different things about investing. Maybe you want to learn about real estate. Maybe you want to learn another language, whatever. You plan. That came from you. That comes from you. That is your plan. So let's say you work from 9 to 5 each day, but you don't leave the office till 6, right? You quit work, whatever, right? But you go, you leave the office. Let's say you go to Starbucks and you sit there and you learn Spanish, let's say. That's your plan to be better and learn Spanish. Like, do you get that? Nobody else told you and forced you to learn Spanish. Now, if you have to learn Spanish because your job tells you you're going to go to Spain in 3 months, that's not your plan. Do you get it? Somebody else told you what to do. So if I look at my week, right, I go, okay, so my week this week. So tonight we have a condo AGM, right? So I didn't plan the AGM. I just have to plan to show up. Tomorrow night I have a Facebook ads training for 2 hours. It's an online thing. Now, did I plan it? No. Agency 8 planned it, and I booked it in. I paid for the course. I booked it in. And I'm going to plan to be here, but I didn't plan it. So there wasn't a lot of work I had to do. I just had to make it happen. Wednesday night, I have a thing that I do. And so I'm off to do that on Wednesday night. So I didn't really plan that. It needed to be done by Wednesday, and Monday and Tuesday were busy. So I had to do it Wednesday. I didn't get to plan that, right? Thursday night is live karaoke. I didn't plan that. The Nervous Flirts in the Rec Room planned that, right? So really, every night this week, I didn't plan. And I'm a planner, right? So, but during my days, so when I go to pickleball during the day, I didn't plan the time for pickleball. I simply am using the time that they set aside for pickleball, and then I work around it, right? That's the time. Yeah. Well, that's the difference though, Jessica. It's not my plan. Like, if I plan to attend, I have to make these little plans. But condo AGM isn't going to change my life and make my life all this much better, right? Now, Facebook ads training. The training itself is not going to be amazing. Well, it's going to be amazing, but it's not going to change my life. What I'm saying is, what do I plan to do with the information? Where am I going to fit in what I learned to actually do and create the life that I want. That's what I'm, oh, I have hiccups. That's what I'm saying here. So Jess says, do you mean more the planning and the usage of my time? So Jessica, if you have a goal, let's say your goal is a Disney cruise. I know you've just done one, but like think about it. Or are you just going on one? I can't remember. Anyways, let's say your plan to go on a Disney cruise. That was something you came up with. It wasn't something that, well, I don't know, maybe Fong said to you or whatever, right? But you're like, yeah, I want to go on a Disney cruise. Well, what do you have to do to make that Disney cruise happen? That's planning. So you came up with an idea and you're making it happen. Now, if you go to a JT event and JT says, my event is September 8th through 10th, you didn't plan that. You're going to plan to attend and you have to make those plans. But it's after the JT event, what are you going to do with the information? That's where you're planning. That's where you take your in-between time, right? We're all given 24 hours in a day. People go, I don't have any time. We're all given 24 hours in a day. How do you use your 24 hours? Well, I have to do this and no. You can find 15 minutes in your day. I guarantee I can probably find an hour in your day. Most people, even a busy mom of baby twins, I can still find an hour in your day, 15 minutes in your day, so that you can work on something to plan to be better. Okay, so it's a thing. We'll talk about it again tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, Wednesday when I'm back on. So really think about it. If you fail to plan, do you plan to fail? Okay, so I gave you the background. So on Wednesday, we'll come and we'll dig a little bit deeper about how to make those plans a reality. Oof, I'm so excited. Have a great day.